The United Service Institution of India is organizing Indian Military Heritage Festival in coming days to give a new thrust to the study of Indian military culture, traditions and history to add tangible values to the Government of India programs such as Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India. We spoke to noted military historian and veteran of Indian Air Force, Squadron Leader Tej Pratap Singh Chinna, who is the director of the project. Sir, please tell our listeners about the upcoming Indian Military Heritage Festival, its concept and the idea behind it.
The Indian military ethos actually derives its sole force from the message that was conveyed by Lord Krishna to Arjun on the battlefield of Kurukshetra during the Mahabharata war, and that is of Nishkam Karma or selfless service. Now, people of this country are not very conversant with the armed forces, their ethos, their customs, their traditions, and their history. So this festival is actually something through the medium of which we hope to engage with the people of the country at large, both and particularly our youth, and acquaint them with various aspects of India's rich military history, culture, and traditions, and particularly both the tangible as well as the intangible elements of our military heritage. And so that is basically how we intend to conduct this festival, which will be an annual affair along with the support of the three services.
What are the various elements of the military heritage that you would be focusing in the festival?
During the festival, we will be focusing essentially on three verticals. That's what we decided. The first vertical will be on the history, the heritage, traditions of the Indian Armed Forces. The second vertical will be related to topics that are around security, strategy and the strategic neighborhood. And last one will be on to kind of give an impetus to the Government of India's programs of Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India in the defense and military field.
What are the ways where such festivals can contribute in building a dialogue amongst the stakeholders to promote defense industry in the country?
Insofar as the question of how festivals such as this can promote linkage between various stakeholders and assist in the policies of government in Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So there are two elements. One is you have a public place of this discourse whereby various stakeholders are brought together and they discuss their projects and see how best to synergize the military industry with the requirements of the end users, which is either the services or the government. So a festival like this can provide a platform for a public discourse. And then, of course, on the sidelines, they can develop their relationships and they understand each other's problems and find via media and a way ahead so that the national goals are achieved in a satisfactory manner.
USI of India has a history of over a century and a half. Please tell our listeners about your esteemed organization.
The United Service Institution is actually a unique organization. It was within the Indian military pantheon and the strategic community of this country. It was founded over 150 years ago, I think about 153 now to be exact, in 1870. And it was conceived as an autonomous organization that would be able to offer advice without fear or favor and also inputs that can then be utilized for the formulation of policy in the areas of military science, security, strategy, and latterly on military history as well. In addition, the USI Journal is an invaluable resource. It's the oldest military journal in continuous print since 1871. And it's a phenomenal resource for scholars, anybody who wants to understand the various issues that have been of interest to the Indian security establishment over the centuries.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
For Parikrama, this is Anand Saurav from Directorate of Public Relations, Ministry of Defence.